But a warning goes to demonstrators. Any demonstrator who thinks because they have been given the room to try and destroy any property, if anybody tries anything, the police should not hesitate to gun them down or beat them to death, because your demonstration cannot put somebody's life at risk. So the IGP should not hesitate to beat people who try to use the name of demonstration to cause mayhem. If the police say, walk on this line, walk on this line. If the police say, stop here, stop here. If the police say, stick together, stick together. If you try to defy the rules from the police, you are defying the rules of this nation. And the police, they have the right to knock you down, beat you up, and lock you up. I just obey demonstration pay attention to all because of chaos. The police will not hesitate to put blood on your head. The NDC has plans to package the judiciary with NDC sympathizers. This thing cannot be trusted. I won't say Yaka Charlotte Say no. Or say it is not about Charlotte Say. Or say it's about the institution. Charlotte Say Noah. Can somebody fill the position? We need people to be there. So today, is it about Tokonu? It's about the judiciary. If Tokonu is not there, can't we get somebody to replace Tokonu? Why is it said today you people are screaming and swallowing and chopping Tokonu as your member? Because it looks like you are grieving more than Tokonu. Because when you were talking about Charlotte Say, you said the NDC, they have made Charlotte Say one of their own. Today, you are going to court, you are having press conferences, you are doing everything to own Tokonu like your dross. Is Tokonu one of you? You are owning Tokonu, but it is not about Tokonu. It is about the process. It is about the institution. It is about protecting the judiciary. So why is it a big deal today when Tokonu has been told to step aside for investigations to go on? Can't we get somebody to replace Tokonu? That is why Mr. Bonny is there. Or you have a problem with Mr. Bonny. You have a problem with every judge who occupies that position. Because in your heads, if it's not an MPP judge like Tokonu, nobody should occupy the Chief Justice position. Is that your argument? You see, I keep telling you, this guy is a content creator. He is using the NPP to make money. Since the ECG matter by the Musoye Cromford, what is Okasa? Debbie. Right now, every day he's praising John Mahama. He's a thief. He has read the party. He has taken his time to analyze them, because when we have a third vice chairman who speaks like a mountain goat, and you get a communicator saying that we should go to antenna, he will sit back and analyze. He's smart. He knows there are so many foolish people in the party, and he's maneuvering. He's using them because anytime they be me 2 million kamfoni before. Especially Asante for they be make a Ghana for me say unwa santinia we jimia and Asante nya na jimio unwa santinia we jimia uhu kokotia fa kokotine ne ja santini no. You see, and you see somebody sit on radio in Kumasi, and this issue about our judiciary, he has limited it to antenna. So not everybody has the mental fortitude to understand what is happening today. And African strategically, he decided to join the MPP because he knows there are a lot of weak, low IQ members in there. He has used them for a long time. Jimmy. And that is why he comes out to say these things. Majority of the judges in our Supreme Court today, which political party and which president appointed them? The NPP. So after even Bafuboni in the chair now as acting CJ, if it happens that a new CJ is supposed to be, it's likely to be a Supreme Court judge who was appointed by the NPP. So how can you make that argument? Because besides, get me the list of the judges today in the Supreme Court. Out of the 14 judges, only 2 were appointed by the NDC. 12 were appointed by the NPP government. So how can you sit and say that John Mahama and the NDC, they want to pack the court with NDC judges? How? Where is he going to go find the judges? He still has to pick from this same team. So how is he going to fill it with NDC judges? Because the only time John Mahama can fill the Supreme Court vacancy is when a Supreme Court judge goes on retirement. Now we don't have any Supreme Court judge going on retirement tomorrow. So how can you sit and tell Ghana and Ajuni Ejuma say John Mahama plans to do what? To fill the Supreme Court or the Judiciary with NDC sympathizers? How? Or you think the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice now will act like Tokonu and propose people like Che Bafo and the Judicial Secretary to the President to come to the Supreme Court? You see, these are the things you do. So you think that's what everybody does. These are the things you people do. Yaditumi Mamwa, every step is a diabolic step. You are always thinking of destroying lives, taking advantage of the system. Nana Dankwe Kufuor Baye, let me tell you something. The Supreme Court na captain it was because the writers of the Constitution or the draft of the Constitution, they knew say Anthony be use president now numinyansa. Ususua de ho. Unim de ye, unim de enye. And I said be uye de hiansa na de fata. So the Supreme Court judge is not one for carpenters. No, say everyone or anyone who is appointed as the president will not abuse it. But until you people came into power, until Kufuor assumed office, until you people made us understand, they say, we are all not rational. Not all politicians are intelligent and selfless. Not all politicians are patriotic. Not all politicians are intelligent to love Ghana. You are the people who have shown us the way. Majority of Ghanaians didn't understand Ghana politics until you people, Kufuor, Bawumia, Kennedy, Japan, you people, African Kingdoms, you came to power. 99% of Ghanaians didn't know that we could have a president who would diabolically bring NPP judges, 12 within 8 years, into the Supreme Court. We never thought a rational, reasonable president would do that, because we were expecting, or we expected that the moment you move up there to be the head of this country, you are reasonable enough. Things that the ordinary Ghanaian on the street will not do, you will never, or will do, you will never do it. So when you look at this list, when you look at the list that has been flowing around, 12 judges out of the 14 judges in the Supreme Court are MPP appointed judges. So why are you making this statement? So is Mahama going to go to your hometown and bring somebody to make a judge? This is what we are talking about. It is what they do. And they are always scared that whatever they did, somebody is going to do the same against them. The reason why they are screaming all over the place and fighting and saying Tokonu is a woman, somebody is against, Mahama wants to do this, is because that is what they do. Now, let me show you something. Ghana for the NPP as a political party, they are done. I've given them a cap, 24%. Bawumia, Kennedy, nobody can cross 24% in 2028. Nobody. And nobody should fall for any of their lies. Their best is 24.2% in 2028. They know. Party physically and spiritually, they know what I'm talking about. Their highest is 24.2%. They can't cross 24. And what hurts me, and they say, they know that the NDC, John Mahama, they are delivering. They know that the government of the day is doing the job Ghanaians asked. The government is fulfilling its promise. Now, Shadi see. Cocoa board.
Me buy and yes, you cocoa board were about 200 containers. A seaport. Na 200 containers na agrochemicals and a juice sacks. Near Koshe Muno, Niama, obviously, you cry 2022-23. In 2025, 23-24, 24-25. And these things are supposed to be at the port. Accord demurrage, asa akọ auction ye check here containers no here all those figures on match about 200 no ye check here ye husu enti say National Investigation Bureau investigate this ade no well enti the so called 200 containers no any cocoa board stores we are still trying to find out how many of these containers are available, what are in those containers. Now, whilst we are this, shipping lines are blacklisted cocoa board. Because when say shipping lines, no, omo containers, omo do unyama gum. Omo de ba port na. Uyu unyama, no mo de omo containers echo back.
Okay.
It is a want to me you unyama, no mo containers no aka. Omo to me in back. Naturally, so mo juma no so essay.
Yeah.
Into 22, 23, 24. Niama importers omo kra niama ma cocoa board no omo de aba cocoa board and to me and clear niama no it shipping lines na blacklist cocoa board and na shipping lines na some blacklists are suppliers no.
Okay.
Now what is interesting is say what kra niama for 22 23 uyi that was kra the same things for 23 24 uyi that was kra the same things for 24 25. Enti ufa bibiti say Jude Sachs. Jude Sachs company no supply no. They've been blacklisted by their shipping lines. Omachro petition to us attaching all the documents no. Yeba say no one of the first meetings I'm here with the shipping lines to plead with them, to explain to them what the issue, to tell them about how in Shisha Edi to Sanyamanu NCBO, and to get them to also continue to do business with suppliers, no, because we'll continue to grow cocoa,
yeah,
and we'll continue to need agrochemicals, the fertilizers, and everything, and the sacks and all that. Now, into sacks are imported 2 years ago. We they were imported this year. Only for us to find out to say, no knowing say before we be free so no. Omasa award the contract for sacks for 25-26. IS season afi nearby be komuno. Oh, mo award the idea no. What they did was that omo escrow your account Ghana International Bank of London $48 million for that money to pay for the 25-26 sacks. It is sacks now bad than no. Won't go ye. Now so sign contract 25-26. At the tabo or whatever. I hope my tree is correct on that one. What the tabo etu say $48 million of cocoa board sikano and no young fan to special account mo to service the contract for 25-26. Meanwhile, there were 2 previous years no. Egua 1 year shipping lines or more blacklisted supplier. But before you left office, you went to procure for 25-26. And escrow $48 million. So these are some of the things we keep discovering every single day. As far as
you know the damage MPP caused before they left office. There's a reason why they don't want Chief Justice Madam Tokono to go on suspension. When we Randy Abe catch him 22, the year 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oma kra nyoma ma cocoa board boto yaka se sa juksa boto ye di cocoa gumi oma kra nyoma omuntua ba akupo no mo da ho kra omo be free power yawo oma kra 2025 2026 why na yes ano sa Joe Edu no mamema Randy Ape tip off bi Randy Busa Addison Busa Addison Nebusa cocoa board boss no say Edian fertilizer no kra free why na Holland na kra obeje fertilizers ka no Busa omo Randy Busa Addison Busa Joseph Edu Busa no say akwabi wo Holland sika be no obeje ye no Oji say the enkofo ye na easy unim damage a MPP for ye. Huh? Do you know the reason why Madam Tokonuko suspension, the whole MPP person, the whole world, Eba Ghana, Bebu Ghana Gumno. It is because Madam Tokonu or a red traffic light. Because of a red traffic light, what you say, was so red on changing ko yellow and ko green. When it comes to the NPP, scrutinizing and making sure the judiciary, the court works. When it comes to the NPP, Madam Tokonu a red light. So red light, and changing by yellow and changing by green. The moment it is not an MPP case, Madam Tokonu or a yellow and green or so beam. But the moment it is an MPP case, say MPP and I say NDC Bechi Ubidina Kojina Kota, Madam Tokonu is red light, a jinaso, and you can't move. That is the reason why they are all screaming. They are screaming for their lives. Oh, Apalu MPP man contract. Why contract, And the Kudienti also quite demonstration say onim say Madam Tokonu free red light ni be doom, yellow and green be so. And they see Madam Tokonu as their last red light stop. Madam Tokonu blanket per asemesi. That is why they are screaming. Because they cannot go to Bafuboni and turn him into red lights. Bafuboni is always yellow and green, blinking. Red, yellow, green. Yellow, green. Because opposite court system to flow. Bafuboni wants the court system to flow. It needs to flow legitimately. It needs to flow transparently. It needs to flow justly. So Bafuboni is looking at yellow and green. He needs the traffic to flow. Madam Tokonu is a red light district with Gina. And the traffic now are blocking. You cannot change that red light. Anything I say, on doom light ni kakranko Gina channel changing the battery and tokwesi because some of them say Madam Tokonu changing the battery kakra one chairman the light ni Gina so traffic will flow, and these NPP people, they don't want any traffic to flow when it comes to the judiciary. That is the thing. That is the trick. So obia okase Mahama ya bone Madam Tokonu should not be. The issue is they are fighting for themselves. Omangase na eku omontokwa. Into where Jimia, you will fight for them. Do you understand? So obia ye dede. Protest, Madam Tokonu, and then you change, and then you suspension. That person is fighting for their lives. They are fighting to protect their crimes. MPP forum di boneno, almost as these people. They are adding these fools they are using these fools to save themselves. Sir, LPG, NDP, PNP, Gumno. They are foolish. Gumu for Jimmy, they are not smart. MPP from the 8 years this kind of ya say gum wuna we Jimmy. LPG wuna we Jimmy, NDP wuna we Jimmy, PNP wuna we Jimmy. Na time na MPP take power. Na MPP eche sika, MPP eche concession, MPP Emma contract no what say your friend NDP ni gum for some press conference ni Emma munyina mu bi. You can see clearly say omo di party we omo Jimmy. Now you can see clearly say, these parties where I'm joining NPP say a demonstration. The NPP are diabolic and they know how to use people. And they are using these people because all these people are not smart. They are stupid. Because time and now more edgy positions, Eddie Sika, Eddie Ghana for them. They didn't have a press conference with GUM. They didn't have a press conference with PMP. They didn't have a press conference with NDP. They didn't have a press conference with LPG. They had a press conference as an NPP party. I don't think the demonstration. Corruption cases be a ban de biano. Who is he going to go after? Any MPP for? If I go because MPP who say go me Jimmy, Branabe dirty job no. They be a catch them say, sir MPP we more position. Say a come for party. The moment they win power, say wait there and about for to na tea. Yan for 2 million coach me share and no the young kwasi avowe. Are you listening to me? They be a catch them say MPP pe 2 million or see party where they come for party. And no be na who on the screen, I come for party syndrome no. Tana na kuredu also ya santini or ya keni ha. MPP here 2 million. Omoko position and almost a Ghana ya MPP I come for party. The moment they win power, say that be bafwa kuto na te asante for party. Yamfa 2 million ko chire me nsia. Time do ya no mo pe running mate, then I'm ka chire mo. Party ni issue statement. Mr. S, get me that statement. The party issued a statement that the NPP should take an Ashanti as a running mate. Bonofo omunya kanfo. Bonofo omunya kanfo. But when he came, say I was say ye flag a running mate to the flag bearer. The party issued a statement that your person will running mate no we asantini. It should tell you something. They are using them to clean the shit. Because Afenyomakin, he's protecting himself from going to jail. ECG daho. Nana B, he's protecting himself from going to jail. National Service, buffer stock. They are using these people to clean the shit. Into ye to me, I can for party. Obiam Rani, I'm gonna Ghana home. Omunya to me, almost a dabi, a buffer could to the Titin Boru Musika, and or use £700, and or the TMPP. Into yam for 2 million commercia. And yes, I don't catch them because they know that majority of the people are not smart. Mr. S, get me that publication from the MPP when they insisted, say, Bawumia needs to elect a running mate from the Ashanti region. I don't think I say ended the MPP go demonstration. Yanka sa Asante phone kwan enko that be say bia. A woman and a woyen. They are two different things. Belonging to me and belonging to us are two different things. Even the forest you see like that, the moment you enter the forest, every tree stands on its own. So don't let the NPP fool you. Don't let them make you think that you are part of them. The NPP, majority of the people who are leading the NPP are scared. They know they are going to go to jail. They need to use some people to cover up their crimes. Gabi Ochedaku sika onyawo NPP no. Demonstration ebe kono Ochedaku Gabi Ochedaku wom no. The amount of money abedi to tamaye over $4 billion from the Bank of Ghana. Ochina demonstration, yes, demonstration no. Have you heard Bedi saying I'm going to be part of it? No. Bumpty controlled every money in Ghana under MPP rule for 8 years. Have you heard Bumpty speak, say Okoye part of demonstration? No. Nana Adodankwa Ekufuori himself, na all police strings move sikano. Have you heard Ekufuori say, I am going to lead this demonstration? No. You know why? Sikano ba ye wo mo di. Ejuma no ba ye won kwasiafo mo ye. And kwasiafo no ne LPG, NDP, PMP, GUM, GUM. Because the MPP knows say omwejimi. Inti, do not underestimate what the NPP can do. They see majority of Ghana for so omwejimi. Inti, during the elections, no, they made it clear. Ebi ana urefi mechrawo. And a Friday, mechrawo. Obeti Ghana politics, I say NPP has agreed for Bawomia's running mate to come from Ashanti region. They agreed. Bonofo almost support to MPP. Kofo almost support to MPP. Aya Enzema almost support to MPP. I can form 47. Don't they support the MPP? Aya Dana Eba running mate there. Chiane, the party wrote a letter from Menshia. Ye Santiniba. There is something you are missing. And I am so happy that the Attorney General, thank you very much. The Attorney General is allowing every single person to demonstrate in Ghana. This demonstration that the MPP wants to go, the Attorney General should allow the NPP to go. Is their right. LPG, NPD, whatever. Whichever date they pick, the Attorney General should not interfere. The Ghana Police Service do not interfere. Under John Dramani Mahama, demonstration should be right of every Ghanaian. The police should guide every demonstration, where to pass, where is safe for every Ghanaian to exercise their grievance. I am happy the Attorney General is allowing every single Ghanaian to exercise their rights. Their fundamental rights are important. And you know, me can on platform we so. If any security agency in Ghana, the police, the NIB, the Attorney General's office stops anybody from demonstrating in Ghana, I will speak against that institution. No institution should stop any Ghanaian from going out to demonstrate. No. But there's one thing that demonstrators need to understand. If you want to demonstrate, you have the right to demonstrate. And I want to send this message to the Attorney General, the police, the military. If any demonstrator or demonstrators decide that they want to take matters into their hands and to put the lives of people, innocent citizens, bystanders, to put their lives at risk, the police should not hesitate to beat and lock them up. Everybody has the right to demonstrate. Obia was the right to demonstrate in Ghana. And Ghana Police Service, the Attorney General, do not stop anybody because it's a fundamental right. The police, the Attorney General's office should guide demonstrators where they should pass that is safe for them and safe for we Ghanaians who are not part of the demonstration. But a warning goes to demonstrators. Any demonstrator, and this goes to the Ghana Police Service, the IGP, the military, the NIB, the security agencies, any demonstrator who thinks that because they have been given the room, say omunkoye yechre, anopo, erio, tries anything silly to put Ghana for life at risk, to try and destroy any property, to try and get out of any designated route or area that has been given to the demonstrators to use. If anybody tries anything, the police should not hesitate to gun them down or beat them to death, because you have been given your right and you have to exercise your right lawfully. Because your demonstration cannot put somebody's life at risk. So the IGP should not hesitate to beat people who try to use the name of demonstration to cause mayhem. If the police say, walk on this line, walk on this line. If the police say, stop here, stop here. If the police say, stick together, stick together. If you try to defy the rules from the police, you are defying the rules of this nation. And the police, they have the right to knock you down, beat you up, and lock you up. So this is simple. This is theater. That is why I support demonstrations. Over America, you demonstration cry among form right, you know. When you flout the law, when you go against the demonstration rules, the police will put you down. They will beat you up and lock you up. So why you saw a demonstration in Ghana? You understand the say Emra I also would this so. Say demonstration and pole, say you real stick to the rules. Why did you saw a demonstration of attention to all because of chaos? The police will not hesitate to put blood on your head. It is simple. In tomorrow, person call demonstration, you know, you people are supposed to go out and demonstrate. It is good. It is very fantastic. It is the best. Do not. Ghana is a free country, but stick to the rules. Stick to the rules. The police officers on the street, they have kids. They have family at home. They always also need to be protected. Anybody who will be assigned by the IGP to protect you, the protester, so don't ever think, say, we a protester, or no police in our guard, no, and not protector, no, or nipa. If you mess up, the Ghana police officers or the Ghana police should not hesitate to put you down. Because yet Chrome, we need to live by rules and regulations. As simple as that. All right. As simple. You can't talk. Now, something is happening which is very, very interesting. PM about a year 7-2 in Ghana.